Hi guys, welcome back to Wedding Advice by Pink Book. I'm Melindy.
And I'm Natalie. In today's video, we have Nikki from Lionheart. Nikki is going to take us through the top 10 wedding cake flavors for 2020.
Yummy!
And they are all delicious.
Yes. Comment down below what was your favorite flavor, and most of all, enjoy the video.
And happy planning. Top 10 wedding cake flavors for 2020.
When it comes to choosing your flavors, we like to take an approach of working with you to put together something that is unique to your special day. We like to work with Swiss meringue buttercream as opposed to American buttercream, just because it's really nice and silky smooth and it gives a beautiful finish on the exterior of the cake. Our cake sponges that we work with are also generally butter-based cakes, just so that we can construct really tall cakes so that it is in line with the style that we are working towards. We have quite a broad spectrum of flavor options for our brides to choose from, working generally from a perspective of cake, filling and frosting, and then combining those three elements together to make a really beautiful flavor profile that you will love and always remember. Lemon poppy seed pound cake filled with a white chocolate ganache and a basil Swiss meringue buttercream. You'll see the filling on the inside, and this is how we construct our tasters for our customers, with the cake and the filling and the frosting on top. So the lemon poppy is quite a standard flavor with the white chocolate ganache, but the edge on the entire flavor profile is brought through by the basil Swiss meringue buttercream, which is quite unassuming, but really comes to the fore at the end of the flavor journey. The kind of bride that would like this is somebody that likes something a little bit different. Vanilla cake filled with whipped lemon curd and topped with vanilla Swiss meringue buttercream. This is perfect for those that don't want to go too tart and just have a nice fruity edge to their flavor profile. Carrot cake filled with a cream cheese filling and topped with a vanilla Swiss meringue buttercream. This carrot cake flavor combination is perfect for a general all-round crowd pleaser. Here we've got a chocolate and vanilla marble cake filled with dark chocolate ganache and topped with burnt butter Swiss meringue buttercream. With this cake being a vanilla and chocolate marble cake, it's the perfect balance of the two, rounded off beautifully by the caramelized flavor of the burnt butter Swiss meringue buttercream. Blueberry buttermilk cake filled with a lemon curd and topped with thyme Swiss meringue buttercream. Another one for the adventurous bride that loves her herby flavors. The combination of the lemon curd with the thyme and the Swiss meringue buttercream is really unassuming and is a great wow factor to surprise your guests with. A buttermilk cake filled with a creme caramel and topped with Espresso Swiss meringue buttercream. It's perfect for the coffee-loving couple. Our buttermilk sponge is one of two vanilla flavors that we have on offer. The buttermilk being slightly more caramelized and a little bit sweeter, and it's a really beautifully moist sponge. Red velvet cake filled with a cream cheese filling and a vanilla Swiss meringue buttercream. It's quite a typical flavor profile. The red velvet cake is perfect for brides that want to go a little bit more traditional. Because this is one of our very few oil-based sponges, we wouldn't make an entire wedding cake out of this red velvet cake. We will only allow our brides to use it for the very top tier of their cake and not to go too tall, just because the structural integrity of an oil-based sponge is not that of a butter-based sponge, and we like to avoid any dramas on the day of cakes potentially falling over. Gluten-free pistachio carrot cake filled with a whipped raspberry curd and topped with rose Swiss meringue buttercream. This gluten-free pistachio carrot cake is the perfect option for those that don't want to have gluten in their wedding cake, and it is paired with the rose and raspberry filling, a really alternative flavor that your guests will be sure to enjoy. Raspberry buttermilk cake filled with a white chocolate ganache and a raspberry curd swirl, topped with a raspberry Swiss meringue buttercream. This is for a real girly girl, loves pink and into her fruits. This cake combination packs a fruity punch and is perfect to complement any chocolatey desserts that you may be serving with your wedding, as opposed to just having your wedding cake as dessert. Dark chocolate mud cake filled with a dark chocolate ganache and caramel swirl, topped with Swiss meringue buttercream. This is truly death by chocolate and definitely what the chocolate lover is going to go for. This flavor combination is super decadent, and I always say that if you're going to have coffee on your day for your guests to have just before they leave, this is the perfect combination to have for your big day.
Thank you so much for watching.
Hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, comment down below what you thought and what you'd like to see next.
And until next time,
Happy planning!